As of right now, 2019 look like it's going to be a great year as far as upcoming releases are concerned. We have games like Kingdom Hearts 3, Anthem, along with Jump Force and many others that's expected to appear during the first half of 2019. One of the biggest titles that was announced back at E3 2018 in June was Devil May Cry 5. When many people saw the trailer, they were just impressed by the fact that we were going to even get a Devil May Cry game, especially considering how long the series has been on a hiatus. The very last Devil May Cry game that we saw was back in 2008 when Devil May Cry 4 was released, and Devil May Cry 4 without a doubt was a huge success because ever since it was released it managed to sell over 3 million units worldwide, and that was something that was reported towards the end of 2014. Devil May Cry has been around since the early 2000s, more specifically 2001, and after Devil May Cry 4 was released about a decade ago, it didn't seem like we was going to get another Devil May Cry game at all. But I guess due to, fan support and many people wanting to see a sequel, we got one, and Capcom's finally going to give it to us during the first half of 2019. As of right now, there's some things about Devil May Cry that we know, including the return of two popular characters, Dante and Nero. Except with a twist, Nero comes back, but this time he has a new robotic hand called the Devil Breaker, and that's one of the many things we know. Also, we know that the fast-paced gameplay from the last Devil May Cry game is going to return in Devil May Cry 5 as well. This is a game that seemed like it's, without a doubt, it's a decade in the making. It's a decade in the making, and it's a game that looked like it might be almost as successful as Monster Hunter World was when it was released a couple of months ago. In terms of sales, the last Devil May Cry game, Devil May Cry 4, it sold over 1 million units within its first month. Seeing how big Devil May Cry 4 was back in the late 2000s, and how long it's been since we've seen a Devil May Cry game from Capcom, there's no doubt that Devil May Cry 5 is going to sell over 1 million copies within its first month. Hell, within even its first week after its release, it's going to be big. So as we get closer to the release date, hopefully we'll learn more about the game, including the release date, and it's going to be a game worth checking out if you've been a long-time fan of the series since 2001.